Welcome in. NASCAR is doing something totally different. For the first time, we will see two different dry tire compounds being used in a race, albeit the All-Star race. Let's talk about it. You're not stuck in the catch fence. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Ryan Peters. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day. NASCAR just came out with the All-Star race format, and we're going to dive right in to some of the changes and the biggest news. The biggest news, at least what could possibly move from a exhibition race, non-points race, to an actual points race, depending on what type of experiment happens. Now, Dale Jr. probably is in some sort of role like he was last year when it comes to the All-Star race here at North Wilkesboro. This is year 2. And he on his show has been hinting at, trying different tire compounds, trying different ways to improve the racing. And Goodyear has come up with that option. There is actually an option of a tire called Option. There's also a tire called the Prime. So there will be 2 dry weather tires, and there's also a wet weather tire, but the wet weather tire is its own tire, where now the drivers will have 9 sets of tires, and during the race, they will be able to use either or. To start qualifying, you have to use the Prime tire, which is probably more like the tire that they ran last year. To start the race, you have to use the Option tire. Now, the Option tire is a tire that is much softer and has a wear consistent that of the wet weather tire. It just doesn't have the same grooves. So the reason why this is important is because if this is a success, then this could be an answer to the short track issues that we've been seeing in NASCAR ever since the next gen car. We saw what happens when a softer wearing tire is used at short tracks at Bristol. It made a whole difference. The only thing that I worry about is if this short tire, if it is faster, is it going to only be for a few laps? Are we just going to run them for a small amount of time? Thankfully, the brilliant mind that came up with this made them start out on it. So everybody that's going to be running this tire, which I kind of wish they didn't get to use it in practice. I wish it was kind of like a jack in the box, like, oh, here it is, figure it out from here. But they will be able to use it in practice. But when they start off on it, teams are going to know that this is a softer compound tire. It is going to wear more, and how hard these drivers drive it is going to determine how fast they are. Are we going to talk about going to pit lap quickly? Is it going to be a little bit? Because there is 200 laps. There's 2 stage breaks. One at lap 100 and one at lap 150. So I applaud NASCAR. I applaud Goodyear. And I've always said the All-Star and exhibition races, whether it be the Clash at the Coliseum, is where you come up with these ideas when you decide to do something different and see if it works. Now, they've been testing at North Wilkesboro. There's a new pavement at North Wilkesboro. Okay, so this is a brand new surface. Something along that testing gave way to say, hey, this is going to be a better product. Last year, Kyle Larson dominated it, and it is what it is. Now, in the heats, when they had to go from the wet weather to the dry tires, we had a lot of passing, a lot of competition. Outside of that, with this car, we did not. So we shall see. Something also kind of new, the Pit Crew Challenge is going to be part of the qualifying effort. So for qualifying, you will jump in your car, run a full lap, then come in, get a 4-tire stop, go to the checkered flag. That is your qualifying run. That determines where you run in the heat. The fastest pit crew from pit line to pit line, car in to car out, will have the chance to decide what stall they want. Even if the driver messes up on the track, the fastest pit crew will be rewarded from pit line to pit line with stall choices. Then we will have heat races, and then we will have the main shebang. And it will be based upon 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with everything culminating on May 19th on Sunday. So this is big news for NASCAR because I really hope this works. You know, I've been on this, and NASCAR's been on this really bad trend here in the last few races where we've had to only have Texas be our saving grace of a decent race. Texas is the only one, and according to Jeff Gluck's poll, and so this is the people trying to watch NASCAR and then commenting about it. Texas has been the only one that's been decent here recently. This super speedway package, we found out our drivers were running 50%. It's like watching a football game and the football players are walking through their routes. The short track package, you can't bump anymore. You can't hit anybody anymore because everybody's running the same thing. We got 170 lap tires. May, the All-Star race, could be a monumental moment for this car and possibly for the sport moving forward. This may change everything. They may decide to do this for every track, depending on how good the racing is, how good people like it, both as drivers and as supporters. So if it's good, you need to let NASCAR know. I said this for Bristol. Don't change the tire. Now I'm telling you this. If May 19th comes and we see amazing racing due to these two tire compounds, either keep the one compound, and that's the tire that we use, the option compound, or give drivers the option, let strategy come into play, and let us have a better product as NASCAR fans. This next gen car, all we've heard about is saving money, and saving money. We don't have to listen to basketball players talk about they're not able to use a certain basketball because the NBA needs to save money. We don't listen to the baseball players outside of their jerseys, which that's cosmetic, talking about, well, we're not allowed to use certain bats because they cost too much money. We don't listen to football players not be able to use certain helmets and pads because it costs too much money. And NASCAR, all we hear about is how things cost money. It's crazy. So do the right thing, NASCAR. And I appreciate you going out of your box. Goodyear, I appreciate you trying to develop something. And I hope this is a home run. The new All-Star race, new tires, new format, old track. Let's hope it's a home run. This has been Stuck in the Catch Fence. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. If you want to be a part of that, it'd be greatly appreciated. Anything, all I ask, a like, subscribe. Those are two different things. 2 clicks takes 2 seconds. It'd be greatly appreciated. My name's Ryan. Catch us for news on a weekly basis. Catch us for picks for a weekly basis, betting tips, best bets, iRacing. We got it all here. So again, thank you. Have a wonderful day and God bless.